like to introduce Josh's brother, Carl, who will introduce our next speaker.
Hi, and I'm Josh's brother, and I would like to, on behalf of our family, on behalf of the family, I'd like to thank City College for this wonderful memorial and for the wonderful care and the food. I'm sure he would have been very appreciative of all this. It's wonderful to see Valerie always, who took such good care of Josh in his last months. Also our cousin Suzanne, her son Nick. It's nice that you're here. Is Russ left? Yeah. But Josh would have been very pleased with all this. And I'm sorry to miss some of the speeches in the morning. And right now I'd like to tell you a little bit about Josh's family. We're a family of immigrants from Russia and Poland who left Eastern Europe before World War I. Our mother was from an Orthodox Jewish family in Poland, 13 generations of rabbis, and our father was from a peasant family in Russia. Our parents had the usual immigrant story of coming to America to start a family and give their kids a better life than they had. Our father came to New York when he was a teenager with a shirt on his back. He worked very hard and started a floor covering business on 79th Street and First Avenue. To him, hard work was a privilege and an opportunity. He was able to send for his 3 sisters and his brother and safely bring them to this country. Our mother came to this country in the 30s with her sister and brother. She and her sister became early feminists, getting postgraduate education and rejecting the role of women in an Orthodox home. She sought out the most progressive school for her children, City and Country School. The school run and owned by the teachers, where teachers and students were considered equals and called each other by their first names, and where they encouraged us to challenge authority and conventional ways of thinking. You could imagine that was part of his upbringing. In the 50s, our father bought some old dilapidated buildings on the Upper East Side, which most people thought was a foolish investment. But he fixed them up. And in 1941, he partnered with a friend to buy a building at 2369th Street for $9,000, which is where Josh and I were raised. Our dear friends, Sydney and Avi Alpha, who are here, and Avi's mother was our father's partner. Like many immigrant families at that time, our parents were searching for that balance between assimilating in their new homeland and retaining their Jewish roots. These were confusing times for my brother and me, and at a young age we immersed ourselves in activities that gave us pleasure and connection. Josh spent many hours watching birds in Central Park, and I played baseball on the grass lawn. Josh went on to study bird behavior at Rutgers while attending elementary school, for which he later won the Westinghouse Award. I, on the other hand, went to Yankee Stadium, cheered on the Yankees, and got Mickey Mantle's autograph. There's a saying, you can pick your friends, but not your family. Not so for Josh. He picked his family, and all of you are part of that extended family. This family does not only consist of scientists. He extended the family wherever we could find them. Our Aunt Ethel was our father's youngest sister. When she became increasingly immobile and needed help to get around, she hired a caretaker, Denise Davidson, to help her enough to help take care of her and to get into the world of New York City. Denise is here today, right here. Josh and I got to know Denise over the 7 years that she was Ethel's companion. We were never worried about how Ethel was doing because she developed such an intense and loving bond with Denise and was often joking and laughing and in good spirits despite her declining health. Ethel died in 2006 and Josh continued his close friendship with Denise. A few weeks ago, Denise and her family came up to visit us in New Hampshire. And after spending several days together, I realized that Denise had brought both Josh and Ethel with her on this visit. And that Josh certainly had extended our family to include Denise and her family. Denise's son Tyler, who was here, became Josh's godson. And we're glad to see them and your brother and Samantha as well. And that's our brief history.